You're watching TV Central on CIB24.com. I'm your host, Larissa, and today we're taking a look at some of the movie stars who've dipped into the world of TV and never looked back. All that and more is coming up next on TV Central. How many of us remember the days when television was known as the place where a movie star's career went to die? You'd hear the news about a washed-up movie star taking a lead role in a TV series and think with a cringe, ugh, he's doing TV now? He must have been desperate. Well, those days are long gone. TV is not just soap operas and sitcoms anymore. The era of desirable TV characters has arrived, and plenty of movie stars are eager to get in on the action. Maybe it's critically acclaimed shows like Breaking Bad and BOARDWALK Empire that have enticed movie stars to make their way over to TV, or maybe it's the comfort that comes from having a gig that promises steady work instead of moving from set to set and trailer to trailer every couple of months. Maybe it's just the fact that there are too many movie stars and not enough movies, that some have decided to up and leave and search for a place that will give them the attention they've become accustomed to receiving. Whatever it is, the once taboo TV land is suddenly seeing an influx of movie stars. The question is this just a trend or is it staying for good? It seems like Alec Baldwin was the one who really got the ball rolling back in 2006, starring as Jack Donaghy on 30 Rock. Of course, like a lot of movie stars, Baldwin actually started in television and worked his way up to movies. Did you know he actually narrated the kids show Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends for 2 seasons back in 1998? He replaced George Carlin. Just a fun, useless fact for you.
Fast. Thomas likes making special deliveries for Sir Topham Hatt. It makes him feel special. But secretly, he wished he could go as fast as Gordon. Just once. Thomas arrived at the docks excited to see the jet engine.
So back to 30 Rock. Alec Baldwin had guest starred on a variety of TV shows after his movie career took off, but 30 Rock was the first time he'd taken a starring role, which is a pretty big commitment. He signed a contract for 6 seasons. If the show worked, he'd be in it for the long haul. The show was a hit and ended up lasting 7 seasons. Throughout the 7-season run, Baldwin continued to star in movies such as The Departed, The Good Shepherd, My Sister's Keeper, It's Complicated, and Rock of Ages, thereby maintaining his movie star reputation while gaining a wider audience and fan base through his TV career as well. Long story short, I think Alec Baldwin knew what he was doing. Once 30 Rock ended, he didn't need to get back into the swing of things because technically he'd never left. Fellow movie star and now TV mogul Glenn Close, on the other hand, did things a little differently. Glenn Close didn't get her start on a TV show, and while she has been in her fair share of TV movies, I'd still say TV was a bit of a foreign concept to the 6-time Oscar-nominated actress. That is, until 2005 when she joined the cast of The Shield and stayed for an entire season, playing Captain Monica Rawling. She must have caught the TV bug because only 2 years later, in 2007, she made the same leap of faith as Alec Baldwin, signing on to be the lead character on a new show called Damages. Earning 1 Golden Globe and 7 nominations, as well as 4 Emmys and 16 Emmy nominations during its 5-season run, Damages offered Glenn Close a role she could really sink her teeth into. Arguably, Close's attachment to the project played a big part in attracting other pros to join the cast too. As already mentioned, Glenn Close didn't do TV the same way Alec Baldwin did. While Baldwin was keeping his hand in both cookie jars, Close focused almost exclusively on her TV career during the course of her show. When the show ended in September 2012, film studios welcomed her back with open arms. Not only was her reputation unblemished by her brief TV stint, but it was, in fact, better than ever. With movie greats like Glenn Close and Alec Baldwin leading the way, the floodgates have finally opened and more Hollywood stars are realizing that TV isn't as off limits as it used to be. Between 2008 and 2011, TV welcomed Lawrence Fishburne, Chris O'Donnell, Kat Dennings, Timothy Oliphant, William H. Macy, Kathy Bates, Zooey Deschanel, Christina Ricci, and 2-time Oscar winner Dustin Hoffman. Of all those actors, only Christina Ricci and Dustin Hoffman called it quits. In fact, Hoffman's show Luck was canceled after only 1 season. This, however, had nothing to do with ratings or reception and had everything to do with animal safety. After a third horse died during the production, the American Humane Society stepped in and shut down all production involving horses pending investigation. For a show that was predominantly about horse racing, this obviously put HBO in a tight spot. In 2012, the list of movie stars getting their own TV shows became even longer, with Dennis Quaid and Don Cheadle joining the ranks. But it was 2013 that really marked the beginning of the Great Migration. In 2013 alone, TV instigated the creation of at least 10 new shows with over 15 movie stars assuming lead roles. Among these stars were a few more Hollywood greats, like Robin Williams, Kevin Bacon, Kevin Spacey, Robin Wright, Michael Sheen, Woody Harrelson, and Matthew McConaughey. Kevin Spacey in Robin Wright's House of Cards has already gained some critical acclaim, taking home 1 Golden Globe out of 4 nominations, with only 1 full season under its belt. In late September 2013, Robin Williams officially returned to TV, taking his first lead role in a TV show since 1982. In the late 70s and early 80s, Williams turned heads as Mork, a lovable alien who originally appeared in 2 episodes of Happy Days, only to earn his own spin-off, Mork and Mindy. Now, just over 30 years later, Williams is back and crazier than ever. In fact, his new show is aptly named The Crazy Ones, and its premiere episode managed to attract 15.52 million viewers, making it the highest viewed premiere last fall. The show is yet another single-camera office sitcom that, according to IMDb, follows Zach Cropper, a confident and charming copywriter at an ad agency run by Simon, played by Williams, and his daughter Sydney, played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. For the most part, it's getting great reviews. A month after the premiere episode, CBS gave the show a full season order. So if it hasn't already found its feet, at least it's been given a chance. But speaking of great reviews, let's move on to a show that just premiered in the middle of January, but has been garnering attention since last September. Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson have put True Detective on everybody's radar. McConaughey, who before now rarely even guest starred on a TV show, has partnered up with fellow Texan Woody Harrelson, the man who spent 8 years starring on the popular TV show Cheers, before becoming the iconic movie star that he is today. The unlikely pair play Rust Cole and Martin Hart, 2 detectives who become entangled during a 17-year hunt for a serial killer in Louisiana. But the really interesting thing about the show is the fact that both characters have only been written into 1 season. Whether or not the show continues is neither here nor there. At the end of filming season 1, McConaughey and Harrelson will be free to return to their lives as full-time movie stars. In essence, they're getting the best of both worlds. The chance to star on an expertly written TV show without the multi-year commitment that usually comes with it. If movie stars migrating to TV really is just a trend, there's no better way to go about it than that. Regardless of whether it's trending or not, I think most people would agree that these past few years have changed TV in a big way, and there's no going back. TV is no longer weighed down by its old stigma that movie star careers only go there to die. In fact, the exact opposite is now true. Careers have made comebacks, fascinating characters have been explored, and records are being broken left, right, and center. The entertainment industry is always evolving, and the movie stars I've mentioned are taking risks and evolving along with it. It's actually really cool to see. But that's it for this week's episode of TV Central. Be sure to check back often for more episodes on CIB24.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For TV Central, I'm Larissa Benfey. Thanks for watching.